Welcome back to another edition of the Travis Beck Late Night Vaporcast. I can't even say that with a straight face. It's a horrible name. Who came up with that name? I did. It's gone. It's no more Vaporcast. I mean, people think I'm a stoner enough already, just as it is. Okay, I don't need to call my new podcast a Vaporcast. Man, blow those fat clouds. Okay, slow it down. I've been talking with friends. I got some feedback from the last episode, and we came up with talking out loud with Trav. Talking out loud with Travis Beck. Feels human, makes you feel more human, reminds you that you're human. Have you ever worked from home or just been at home all day by yourself, not talked to anyone all day? Finally, someone calls you up and you talk to them, and it's like you don't remember how to speak. You're like, just kind of basically how I am on a normal day, just stumbling through words, not communicating effectively, efficiently, generally not getting through to people is my goal. Hope you guys enjoyed the first podcast episode. I'm going to try not to talk about Corona too much on this one. Corona! Because I know people have heard enough about it, and I was told not to from an old high school friend. Hi, Don. Alexis Ray, kick-ass drag queen performer. Miss you, babe. We're back. We're here. I hope it looks better. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel just as good. I haven't drank yet today, surprisingly. If I want to do something like this, usually go on the radio, do whatever, I would at least have a couple drinks before. Trying to change my life a little, guys. Trying to live a more sober lifestyle, and it's really tough. Very tough. So you're looking at Sober Trav right now. Sober Trav with his weird hat on that makes him look like he either did or used to ride a motorcycle, which is fine. But that's better than this one, right? I mean, how ignorant do I look in this? Especially with a beer. I'm about to have a drink, guys. Okay, about to have. But I mean, come on. That's pretty cool. You know, that first big breath you take before you wash it down, you want to just savor that flavor. Woo! Oh, shit. What about this one? Oh, going down slow. First drink at 5:44 p.m. Unemployed. God bless America. This one's pretty sweet. Vintage. 94. Jurassic Park. The original. Anyway, guys, I'm not here to play dress up, okay? I'm not here to put on a fashion show for you, all right? I'm not here to give you good advice, like I said last time, okay? And get that somewhere else. Ask Google for that, okay? I'm just here to tell stories. I'm here to tell stories. I'm here to make you laugh and make you think about a thing or two. Spread good medicine, you know? Fuck, man, I'm pissed off, man. when I drink, I get pissed off, man. No, that's not true. It's not true. Anyone that knows me knows that's not true. Anyway, shit's getting real, guys. 5 minutes in. By the way, got some. It's gonna be shorter this time, okay? I'm not gonna do what everyone thinks I'm gonna do, right? Just freak out and go down 7 million rabbit holes, okay? Maybe just 2 or 3 or 4. Is that so wrong? That's part of the fun. The stream of consciousness banter, the paranoid thoughts. Gonna be a shorter podcast today, guys. Shit got real, though. I hope you're doing good. I hope you guys are safe and healthy out there. But man, my roommate puked in the kitchen this morning. I don't know. Roommate puked in the kitchen this morning. Told me about it. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. That's not a symptom of corona. Puking, nausea. Actually, it is. Yeah, it is. It's a symptom. But it doesn't mean he has it. And I almost let it ruin my whole day. You know, that southern accent starting to try to come out again. You get back! Get back in there! I didn't let it ruin my day, guys. Here's why. Number one, I didn't jump to conclusions. I didn't think worst case scenario like everyone so often does. And I don't blame you, but it's like there's 5 or 6 possible scenarios that could happen, okay? And I'm not going to go through them all because just read the fucking paper, whatever. Most people, it's mild, especially young people if you're healthy. You know, even if with existing conditions, it can still pass through you and you're sick a little bit. It affects everyone differently. Yes, I live with him, all right? Could it be corona? Yes. Could it not be? Yes, it could just be a stomach bug, okay? Why am I talking fast? Because I'm paranoid? Maybe, maybe not. None of your business. Try not to freak out. Try not to let it ruin my day, okay? I had to do this podcast. I have important things to do, all right? People to not see, people to FaceTime, people to harass online and troll, you know. But I could have let it freak me out. I could really, I mean, it's so easy to let into the hysteria as we talked last time and just let it really freak you out, everything that's going on. The uncertainty, we're in the uncertainty together, guys, okay? Just remember that and just try to not freak the fuck out, all right? We actually have a show for you today. And my main question is, where's the line between reality and my show? Like, I kind of want to just make it my own personal show. Talk about real people in real life. Maybe not put their picture there, you know. That would be fucked up. I'm not going to post their address or tell you personal, revealing, criminalizing details about them. But, you know, if I want to talk about my dad and how we don't talk that much anymore, should I? I was talking about this with my therapist today. I don't know. I mean, part of this is therapy, but then my actual therapist told me virtually today. She asked me a really good question. She said, here's the question, Trav, are you talking about it on your podcast because you want to talk about it or because you want someone to see it and hear it? And I thought about that and I'm like, that's a damn good question. I'm glad I hired you. And second thought was, you know, I really think that it's just for me at this point. I'm really not secretly trying to, you know, push an agenda or like make people feel bad. I'm not going to talk shit about people. I mean, I'm going to talk about what pisses me off and the people that have hurt me and wronged me, but I'm not going to talk shit, you know, mindlessly. That's just, we got enough of that bullshit online. You know what I mean? I want to make people laugh and spread good medicine and tell funny, interesting stories. That's really all I want to do. Spread good information, good medicine. And that's basically it, you know? And yeah, I feel like I just, you know, I can't do like the good news idea I had anymore. John Krasinski stole that. Thanks a lot. You know, he's got a great show now called Some Good News, SGN. All positive good news, which is great. References stuff you can find on actual websites like Good News Network and other stuff. He just sort of gathers it with all of his followers, sending him stuff. And it's great, actually. I recommend checking out the first 2 episodes. Good job, John. Hire me. We would get along. You can have a beer with me. I could have a beer with you. We could talk about comedy and the fact that I don't have a family and if that's court ordered or not. There's a lot of things to talk about. Give me a call, John. I'll DM you. Anyway, so it's like people are gonna ask me, "What's your show about?" You need a theme. You know, some of the feedback I got last time was like, "You too many tangents, Travis." Okay, like what? You need a theme. What's your show about? Blah blah blah. Maybe it's about nothing. Maybe it's about everything. Maybe it's just about my life. Maybe it's none of your fucking business and I'm going to take that personally and get really, really offended and then not sleep at night and then just make it my moral duty to offend you for the rest of the days. However many days that is. Not too many, it's looking like. No, I'm staying strong. Roommate puked in the sink. Hopefully it doesn't have corona. I'm washing my hands a lot. For the record, I washed my hands a lot before it was cool, okay? I was always an advocate because of my dear daddy. By the way, I would never put a picture of my actual dad on my show. That'd be fucked up, right? An actual picture. Okay, here he is. All right, that's not him. Okay, I wouldn't do that, guys. I wouldn't do that. Okay, I'm not. I know where the lines are. Okay, I know where the boundaries are. Okay. Okay, here's an actual picture of my dad. So, no, I wouldn't do that, guys. I wouldn't do that. Okay, I'm a good person. I have a good heart. I'm from Nebraska. They breed good people there. And then they move away to the cities and get destroyed and never come back. So the state is never as good as it once was. I don't know. Blame the youth. I love my dad. I love my mom. I love my family. I've been trying to be grateful. Hope you guys are too. I got some stories for you. Okay, we'll dive into it. We're already 12 minutes in. Jesus Christ. I wish I was at the hot springs. Okay, before the Corona broke out, I was at the hot springs. If obviously you guys probably aren't surprised by that because I look like a hippie that just dips his head in patchouli oil all the time, all day, and just smokes massive, massive amounts of weed. And only one of those is true. Deep Creek Hot Springs. It's 2 hours east of Los Angeles. It's on Google now. It's getting overrun. It's not as cool as it used to be, all the people will say. It's still fucking awesome. There's a beautiful hike that goes down into these unadulterated hot springs. It's not like a fucking hotel or anything. It's just in the middle of nowhere. There's some naked people, some hippies, a lot of dicks, mostly dicks, swinging in your face. I woke up to a swinging dick in my face. Just my friend Jake, Jacob Kamak, there he is, right there. Woke me up in my tent. You're not supposed to camp there. We did. It was great. First time camping there. I used to just do day trips, and would leave at the end of the night. But I wanted to stay, and it was amazing. Highly recommend it. Fucking go. Deep Creek Hot Springs. Didn't really like the dick swinging in my face. Not really my thing. It was funny. Was it funny? Yes. Was it offensive? Slightly. Would I do that to someone? No. Was I one of the only ones not naked? I think, yeah, at one point. Am I ashamed at how I look naked? Definitely not. I look great. Am I ashamed at the size of my, what? No. Might be a grower instead of a shower, but I'm all there. Everything you need and more, baby. But I brought trunks. I wore the trunks, okay? It was cold. And it was great. It's beautiful. I highly recommend it. That'd be a great place for the end of the world. I wish people didn't know about it, and then I would be there. Now I feel like it's a good place to hide out for Corona, but also, you got to get in the pools and people are going to be spreading it, and I don't know. I want to go to the middle of Death Valley and just fucking chill out, chill out for a bit. But you can't. They closed the parks. I said I wouldn't talk about Corona, so I'll just talk about quarantine life for a second. They said don't go to the grocery stores this week in LA. Don't go. Which I went the other day for something I totally didn't need. I think it was like bacon or something ridiculous. So I'm not going to go. I got plenty of food. Wearing a mask is mandatory. Or highly encouraged. I don't think they can really make it mandatory and criminalize you for that. They can definitely criminalize you for just, I think, going out needlessly. But shit's getting real, guys. And I'm not worried. I'm staying positive. Just trying to reflect and be authentic and, not be completely boring. I want to know where the line is, between this show and reality. Should I just talk about, I kind of just want to talk about my own problems, which are also maybe universal to other people. And then you hear about my problems and you're like, wow, that guy has a lot of problems. Wouldn't want my daughter or son to ever hang out with him. And that's fine. But as long as you listen and subscribe to my podcast, then that's all I can really ask of you. As long as you get a deep belly laugh every now and then, I'll feel good. I'll feel accomplished. I feel like, I don't know, there's a lot of fear, man. A lot of fear with the second episode. It's like, will it be as funny as the first one? I don't know. Probably not. Maybe, maybe not. I scripted a little bit more so. It's so hard to not overthink it. Oh, what am I going to talk about? I could talk about the world. I have so many amazing things to talk about, but it's got to be a theme. Fuck your theme. Okay? I'm going to slow it down. If I want to talk about the 4 agreements, I'll talk about the 4 agreements. Okay? If I want to talk about the girl that went to USC that bitched me out at the hiking mountain the other day, I'll talk about it. If I want to talk about an embarrassing story that happened to me when I was 15 years old, I'll talk about it. That's my prerogative. I'm doing the show for me. I'm not doing the show for my dad or my mom or my stepmom or my friends or my enemies. Just trying to create content that people will click on and learn something from, and then advertisers will sponsor me and throw me money that I will again waste on stuff I don't need, that shouldn't be consumed, consuming those things, further repeating the cycle until it's just one mash of just bullshit, Feeling good, though. I'm still jogging, still hate it. Been jogging, still hate it. Push-ups, I'm kind of getting into those. That's kind of cool. Prison workouts, right? It makes sense. Have you heard of this guy, Will Hoff? Someone just texted me. That's why I'm swiping the screen. I'm a horrible. Will Hoff is this Iceman, cool guy. Check him out. He's all about like getting people to just dive in like ice water and like get that adrenaline rush. And I'm actually been doing it lately. I've been taking cold showers after my normal hot shower, just at the end, like turning it all the way to cold, and it's amazing, like the energy rush you sort of get, and you're like, oh, it's not cold, and you're like breathing, just like remember to breathe, like, because that's what we were doing in the hot springs, man, because actually it's beautiful in Deep Creek Hot Springs, and here in Southern California, United States of America, Los Angeles, California, you take the 405 to the 110 to the east, to the 2 to the 5 to the 304 north. No, actually, it's just 2 hours east, but they're right by a creek, not a river. We call it a crick back home in Nebraska. A creek. There's a creek right by the hot springs. You actually depending on how you get down there, the route I take, you have to cross the cold creek before you get into the hot springs. So we were dipping back and forth, people. Back and forth again. Peanut butter and jelly. Sauna, steam room. Back and forth. Cold, hot. And it's amazing. The rush it gives you, the goosebumps you get, getting into super cold, then back into the hot, and it's great. So I highly recommend the cold shower, okay? It'll get you going. It'll get you where you need to get, okay? I'm just trying to reflect on life, trying to better myself, I talk a lot of bullshit on this thing. Oh, I got 11 minutes left. I got to hurry this shit up. You guys are watching this video, and you're like, oh, okay. He's just talking about nothing. Some of it's real, some of it's bullshit. You want to know what's actually been happening? I put it behind my actual notes. The actual truths. That's what's been actually happening the last week since my last episode. I've been on Instagram too much. I've been on social media way too much. I've probably been on Instagram more than I ever have lately because, we're all stuck at home, and it really hurts my soul and my heart and my head a little bit all at the same time when I catch myself. And then I'm like, what am I doing? I'm just looking at nothing. I mean, I picked up my phone to check the time or an email or look at a map, and now I'm just on fucking this random page. And who is this girl? She's beautiful. I don't know who she is. I'll never meet her. Why do I feel lonely? It's just this weird vicious cycle, this fucking downward spiral, this slide, this very slippery slope slide that we find ourselves on with Instagram. Another thing that's been happening, been smoking way too much weed, guys. Way too much weed. Still trying to cut back. I've been spending too much money on stuff that I don't need, and just stuff in general. Like, I had groceries. I could have just had a can of soup, Progresso, whatever the fuck it's called. Not the best brand, okay? Had it, it's food, bought it for the apocalypse, need to eat it. Did I eat it? No, I wanted to go out and get something for pasta. Made some marinara pasta and just spent like $70 on a couple meals, you know what I mean? Wasting money, drinking too much wine, guys. Still drinking too much wine. I'm not getting crazy. I'm not driving drunk. I'm not puking, but have I polished off a bottle myself? Definitely, yeah. Definitely. Do I mostly feel good about it? I'm about 50-50. Gemini, split personality. Makes sense, right? What else? Let's see. I cleaned my room. There's a positive. Cleaned my room. It looks fucking great. Cleaned my closet. Gonna donate some clothes I don't wear anymore. Feels great. Am I having an existential crisis? Yes. Am I worried about it? No. Am I alone? Fuck no. Okay. Do I love you? Yes, I love you so much. 21 minutes in, guys. I just wanted to say hi, really. I feel like 30 minutes is nothing. I need an hour at least. You can't upload an hour on Instagram, though, unless you have 10,000 or more followers. So until I get to 10,000, which I am a long way away. Do I think I could get there someday? Probably not, but maybe. That'd be cool, but will I buy them if I have money someday? Buy fake followers? Yes, I will. But can I just post 15-minute increments of the longer version? Yeah, that's what I did before. That's what I'll do now. By the way, if you saw the first episode, thank you. Appreciate your time, your eyeballs. If you only saw the first 15 minutes, remember it's actually on my YouTube page. You can click on the link in my bio and watch the other 38, 47 minutes, whatever it is, of the first episode. But this one, trying to do under 30 minutes, guys. Trying to be nice to you and your time. Trying to respect your time. I just feel like we have no fucking time these days. I feel like we have no time at all. Now he's going to go into his time rant. Yep, you're right. It's crazy, dude. My grandmother, rest her soul, Norma Beck, she tried to tell me when I was younger, Trav, time goes by so fast. You just have no idea, Trav. And I was like 6 or 8 or 11. Like, what? You're crazy, Grandma. What are you talking about? It's summer. I have all the time in the world. It's great. I'm just going to eat pie and play outside and fucking shoot my water gun. And then life is perfect, beautiful, blissful. Well, cut to 28, 29, 30 when I actually, for the first time, start to notice time going by quickly, quicker than normal. It's a perception thing. But it's also a thing. Gonna get real deep here with vocabulary. It's a thing that you don't notice until later. And once you notice it, it's unmistakable and never slows down. That's what I'm learning. I'm 33 in June. 32, still young. Still in my fucking prime. Feel great. Yeah. As long as I don't destroy myself. Get in my own way. That's what I've learned. I'm my own worst obstacle, for sure. I have learned that. And where was I going? I was going somewhere philosophical, somewhere cool. Fuck, man, I get off tangents sometimes. I do. Fuck, man. I was on to something. That's okay. I mean, the important thing you need to remember is just to keep going. Keep trudging through. And, oh yeah, time. Fucking time. God damn it, time. Grandma's cherry pie. Grandma, I love you. I actually want to get a tattoo right here of a fucking slice of cherry pie. I'm going to do it. Fuck yeah, I'm going to do it. I loved my grandma. You want to get real? Let's get real. She called me up, hospital bed, or my dad did. He's like, hey, your grandma's not going to make it. Say goodbye. Handed her the phone. This is about 6 years ago. That's how I said goodbye to her. It was really rough. I was like, all I could think of was you were the best grandma ever. I love you very much. I'm sorry I didn't visit more than I could have. She said I was the best grandson ever. That was cool. But she was awesome. Her name was Norma Beck. She was the shit. And cherish your grandparents, by the way. If you still have grandparents, consider yourself really lucky. And just along with everyone else during this crisis, but especially now, grandparents, call them, man. Call them, play cards with them, watch movies with them, watch as many movies with them as you can. I lived with my grandpa for 5 years. through senior year of high school, most of college, okay? I was very fortunate. Daryl Eugene Gottsleben was his name. Could have watched more movies with him. Could have watched way more movies with him. Didn't. Was blinded by youth, people. Blinded by fucking youth, all right? But time goes by so fast. My grandma told me, and now I see it. And what I'm saying is 30 minutes isn't enough, but I love you guys very much. And I'm just trying to spare you the details. But the details are what's matter. You know, what matter? The juicy part of the story, the details, right? You know. Do you guys miss nature yet? I miss nature. Mentioned the USC Girl earlier. I have nothing against USC. I mean, most people that go there are probably just privileged, rich assholes that are probably white. But besides that, I don't have anything wrong against USC. I was on my favorite hiking trail in Angeles National Forest, Strawberry Peak, minded my own business. Walking down the mountain. Didn't reach the peak, the summit. It was a little windy, a little cloudy. Literally walking through fucking clouds. It was gnarly. It was cool. It was great. It was beautiful. Turned around, walked down. Started clearing my throat. Okay, right? I got a little bit of an acid reflux thing going on. I'm not perfect, right? I got my flaws. I got a stomach acid thing. Makes it so I have to clear my throat maybe more than the average person. And when I mean clear my throat, I don't mean like... I mean, you know, like... a lot of times it sounds like a cough. But I'm just coughing up phlegm like I'm clearing my throat because I got this sort of blockage in my breathing, and I'm taking pills for it now. Expensive pills, guys. And I'm trying to do it, so I clear my fucking throat. Cleared my throat, not coughing, and this girl with a USC hat walking below me about 40 feet away from me, she's like, can you, like, not do that? Like, near me? And I was like, whoa. I'm, like, walking down the trail, like, wait, who was that? What? Can you not do that? Like, near me, please? And I was like, whoa. First of all, hello, how are you? How you doing? First of all, I was clearing my throat. Okay. And she's like, well, how am I supposed to know that? She's 40 feet away. She's down there, like, she's far away, down. We're not, like, close together. She is far away, but I can still, because we're the only ones on the fucking mountain, really. I can hear her voice perfectly, vividly. She's like, well, how am I supposed to know that? True point. How is she supposed to know, be able to distinguish between a cough or a coronavirus cough or just a clearing of your throat cough? These are different. This is a fucking gradient, you know? It's a fucking scale, people. How is she? And I my heart felt that. I'm like, you're right. But I was getting a little snappy, you know, a little bit agitated. And so I said, yeah, I was clearing my throat. And I'm also like 30 or 40 feet away from you. So I think you're fine. Didn't say it that condescending, but definitely said that. And by the way, there's another couple this whole time just watching, listening, witnessing this whole scene go down. The USC walker keeps walking. We're all just moving at this point. No one ever stops. Well, I kind of stopped. She kept walking because I was giving her distance, you know, because she was freaked out that I was close to her. I'm like, I'm 30, 40 feet away, lady. I'm sorry. She's like, okay, we just need to make some sort of plan because, like, you're probably going to pass me. So, and at that point, I just stopped. Took a deep breath. Looked at the couple that was looking at me that we were trying not to laugh. Looked down at the USC girl and just stood there. Didn't say anything. I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. You know, didn't say whatever. Said something just on her way. Let her get on her way. It just stood there for about 20, 25 minutes. Let her get a safe distance ahead of me. Out of earshot before making fun of her with the other couple. That's what we did. Then it was literally one of those things where, like, someone left the room and then we both looked at each other and were like... It was ridiculous, man. I mean, number one, she was overreacting. Number two, do you have to be that rude? Number three, really? This other couple was about the same distance away from me as I was to her, and they're like, whoa, you back off, bro, you're too close. They like joking. We were just making fun of her right after, but also joking and just making fun of the situation, not being like mean and making fun of her as a person, even though she went to USC and No, I just can't afford USC. I don't know anything about USC. I have nothing against USC, except for I'm from Nebraska. And pretty sure they were an enemy or a soon-to-be enemy or former enemy at some point. So I'm talking with the other couple, and we just laugh about it, and, eventually I hike down, and I end up passing the USC girl because she's slow as fuck, and I'm trying to move through. Excuse me, move it along. And she's like, well, we need some sort of plan earlier. You know what I wanted to say, but I didn't because I held my tongue. You know what I wanted to say? She's like, oh, well, we need some sort of plan. I'll tell you the plan, okay? I'm going to fucking keep walking, and you get the fuck out of my way. That's the plan, okay? That's what everyone else is doing, okay? What makes you so special that I have to just make a special plan for you? Use your fucking head, common sense. Oh, look, there's some switchback trails coming through. Sometimes you have 6 or 12 or 18 foot of a sort of shoulder I can go on. Then that's the ideal situation. Sometimes you don't have that and you just have to sort of cover your face awkwardly and not breathe and move fucking through and keep going. Not everyone's asking me, oh, can you please, excuse me. I mean, I was clearing my throat obnoxiously. Okay? Violently clearing my throat. Something to that effect. That was a little exaggerated. Oh, God, it's 32 minutes in. Fuck. Okay, I can do under 35, under 40 maybe. I don't know. Does this feel rushed? I don't want to feel rushed, guys. Fuck. This podcast probably sucks. God, I'm having the itches lately. Anyone ever tell you like, oh, if your ears itch, then someone's talking about you? Or if your nose itches, someone's thinking about you? Or if you drop silverware on the floor, a company's coming? Or if your balls itch, you got an STI. People I love used to tell me that. And I'm going to tell my children that. If I have children someday, which I hope I do, guys. I miss nature, though. That was the last time I went hiking. Okay? We're not supposed to go any hiking anymore. They closed down the national parks. They closed down the city parks. Pretty sure they closed down the state parks and a lot of other shit. And part of me wants to just go to Death Valley for a week and live like Tom Hanks on Castaway. Really do want to do that. I would love to do that. But then I got to do this podcast, which is like a fucking ball and chain. No, I'm just kidding. I love it. It's the light of my life. This thing. This fucking thing. This fucking guy. Fuck you. Kick my fucking kid in the fucking neck and tell him to come the fuck home right the fuck now. You got my permission. One of my roommates split town, left. Went to another state for work, to hang out, whatever. Can't help but not be slightly bothered, right? I mean, he went to an empty airport mostly. He's going to see people he's sort of already contaminated before. Maybe see a couple new people. Come back through an airport. Come back to my house, my home. Can't tell him not to, right? I mean, fuck, it's the end of the world. I'm not going to tell you not to dip the fuck out. I want to dip the fuck out. But, I don't know. It's a weird feeling, right? Like your roommate leaves, comes back, and you like, oh, wait, you went to the store? That's cool. Oh, wait, you did something that was unnecessary? I don't know. Like, I don't want to be an asshole, man. It's already sort of like some thicker tension than I would like in the house. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to just move through it and just listen to people and be compassionate and understanding, you know? I actually had an epiphany today in therapy, in my virtual therapy. Because, let's just be honest, man. I am not the best with relationships, okay? I can attract a woman, which is what I happen to like. Can't keep them around, really. It's weird. Like, my 20s, I had so many opportunities, and I was like, nope, gotta be single. Pew, 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 pew. Now, in my 30s, I'm like, hey, maybe we could make this, like, not a super casual thing. And they're like, what? Nah. Like, hard nah. You're 31, 32 saying that? Nah. What's wrong with you? How much baggage do you have? And so I'm not the relationship king, okay? I am not. And where was I going with that? Oh, yeah, my therapist said to me, she says, well, because, she knows that I struggle with self-love as well. is some other things. And she's like, well, you realize that you're never going to, all these people you meet, these potential significant others, these potential lovers or mothers of your children, these potential future ex-wives of yours that you meet, these potential amazing women that you meet, you realize they're never going to lead up to your expectations. They're never going to check all the boxes when you yourself can't check all the boxes. Me, myself, as Travis Beck, I don't meet my own expectations, so how could other people meet my expectations? That blew my mind. I was like, oh shit. She's right. She's right, man. I have unrealistic expectations for myself, so they're going to be like double unrealistic for someone else, especially someone that I'm going to let get that close to me. So it was crazy. It was a revelation. I'm going to really try to take that to heart. The only reason I'm sharing this, not only is it cathartic just to like say it out loud, but also I hope you guys are sort of examining yourself and your own situations and just trying to grow from the inside out as best you can. I know that was a revelation for me. I'm trying to take care of myself, still doing the fucking jogging, even though I hate it. Trying to not, buy drugs and do all the good stuff, all the great stuff that you're supposed to do as a modern American. And I'm on the right path. I'm feeling good. I hope you are too. I miss nature, though. I want to go out and hike. I want to go camping, and I can't. And I hope you miss nature, too. I have more to say, but I'm at 37 minutes. I wish this was live so I could just ask, like, do you want me to end or not? Then you could just like, beep, 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 beep. No, stay. And it's like 30,000 people looking. Okay, the only people that looked are my friends on the first episode, and that's fine. I'm not going to let it grind my gears. I'm not going to let it affect me. I'm not going to assume anything. I'm not going to take it personal. Start small, think big. My friends were the only ones that commented on my YouTube page. That's fine. No one called me. No one DM'd me. No one emailed me. But familiar friends commented, and thank you for that. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. It's not about the numbers. It's quality over quantity, people. I mentioned the 4 agreements earlier. I highly recommend checking out that book. It's also just wisdom, just knowledge to have in your repertoire. Ancient Toltec wisdom, no big deal. Am I the typical white guy talking about Toltec wisdom? Yes. Is this pop psychology, history, Amazon book shit? Totally. Is it great? Fuck yeah, it's so good. Here are the 4 agreements. Number 1, be a master of your word. And I gotta say, I struggle with that one the most because I say a lot of dumb shit. I say a lot of shit. I just talk like diarrhea mouth. My high school teacher used to call that diarrhea mouth when you couldn't stop talking. Oh, you got diarrhea mouth. You have the runs of the mouth. That's very nice. Thank you for that. Say a lot of dumb shit. Say a lot of stuff that I end up regretting. Don't often have the buffer I would like to have between thought and speech. Working on it. That's one of the 4 agreements. Be a master of your word. I struggle with that one. Number 2, always do your best. That's more of a generic one. But there's a lot to be said for that one as well, Does always do your best mean not wake and baking in the morning before you clock in? Maybe, maybe not. Depends on your job and what you got to do and how much responsibility you have and who's watching. But generally, probably yes. It's a tough one as well. But the 2 last 4 agreements that I think are most compelling, So I've been drinking wine and not beer. It's, you feel bloated and, oh my God, the calories. The last 4 agreements are the most powerful, I think, and the most prevalent now, especially given our neurotic landscape that we navigate every day with social media and texting and email and all this shit that just causes like neuroticism, and it's just like everyone needs to fucking meditate. I don't meditate. I need to. Holy fuck, do you need to meditate now? Jesus Christ, cell phones are going to be in our brain soon. Are you fucking ready? Are you fucking ready? Seriously. They're going to be in our brains. What was I talking about? Neuroticism. 4 agreements. Yeah, the last 4 agreements are Don't assume anything. And don't take anything personal. And those hit home so hard for me, because what does everyone do on texting or on social media? What does everyone do if someone doesn't respond quick enough? And they get irritated. They're assuming something and they're taking it personal. Oh my God. It says they read it like 3 minutes ago and they have not responded. What the fuck? We are machines. We are cyborgs. If you actually take a step back, take a fucking giant step back and be like, holy fuck, I was upset about that? Wow, when the whole time he was just taking a shit. Just didn't have his phone. One of the few people that doesn't take their phone to the shitter. Didn't have his phone. And his girlfriend texted him like, where are you? I love you. Tell me you love me. Where are you? I miss you. Do you have Corona? Didn't respond for 5 or 7 or 11 minutes. Truth be told, I take long shits too. Could have been 15 minutes. Didn't respond. She's freaking out. She's making up scenarios. She's assuming things. She's taking it personal. 2 of the 4 agreements right there that you're not supposed to do. Making up scenarios. Well, he's obviously fucking another girl or a guy or a transgender person. He's obviously cheating on me, obviously hates me, obviously doing A, B, and C, and D. Nope. Just taking a shit. Oh, hey, babe, sorry. What? Why are you angry? Shit. How many missed calls do I have from you? Holy fuck. All I'm saying is, you want some good medicine? The 4 agreements are it. Highly recommend. It'll make you a better human. It'll help you get through the day. It'll help you communicate and deal with other people, get through conflicts as they arise through your daily life, through your work life, through your personal life. Time flies. 43 minutes of nothingness, of bullshit. You know, I don't really understand how people could be bored. Now, in 2020, you're going to tell me that you're bored. With the internet, you're bored. My friend Michael, love him. Here's a picture of him. Mike? Hey! Michael's like, I'm so bored. Come on, dude. My grandparents didn't accept that shit in the 1960s when there was tons of shit to do. You could just use your imagination, which is what I would still encourage now. But now you have the internet in 2020, and you're going to tell me that you're bored when you have every book on the planet you could read, every show, every movie you could watch. I mean, yeah, you can't really go outside. You can take a walk around the block. You can do a bike ride, something. You're going to tell me you're bored? Really? Dog? You're bored? Wait. Sorry. He's bored? Come on, man. I mean, I know you just want to drink, and I understand that. And that's why alcohol sales and weed sales are up, and video games are up, and suicide and domestic abuse is up, and this shit is real, and a lot of people are struggling. A lot of people, their routine is messed up. We don't like when our fucking patterns are messed up as humans, okay? We don't like our routine getting fucking changed. We don't like change, even though what's the only thing that you can count on in life, Trav? Change, motherfucker. That's the only thing you can count on in my job and in life. And that's what's happening. Just try to embrace it and use it for good. I mean, I feel like it's like traffic. You can either embrace it and use it as a time to listen to peaceful music and just fucking relax and reflect on your life. Or you can just be stressed. It's up to you. It's your choice. You have a choice. We choose how things affect us, okay? We have that ability, which is amazing. I mean, I know a lot of people don't think about it. A lot of people get caught up in their thoughts and their actions. And I'm at 45 minutes and I don't give a fuck because I'm on to something, okay? A lot of people get caught up in their thoughts, in their emotions, and live like that. Like that's their existence. That's what existence is supposed to be. I'm just caught up in my thoughts and my emotions, and that's what I am. That's what consciousness is. Nope. Be the watcher of your thoughts, okay? Take a step back. Look at your thoughts as they float by your consciousness like clouds in the sky, okay? Do I need to engage this I want to go buy cocaine cloud? Nope. I'm going to let that one float by. Do I need to engage this, oh, I'm worried about getting COVID-19? Nope. Does that help me to worry about it, that I'm going to get COVID-19? Does that help me? No. Worrying. You can take precautions, but don't get caught up in your thoughts and your emotions. It's a sickness, and it's very hard to get out of. And did I lose my train of thought? Maybe. Will I cut this part out? Maybe, probably not. Fuck, man. I love you guys. I do. Oh yeah, I was talking about being bored. Just use it as a time for healing. I mean, you can either be super bored and not get anything accomplished, or you can get a lot accomplished and revisit yourself. So whatever you want to do, it's up to you. It's your decision. Like my old middle school principal used to say, make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. And that is very true. We choose how things affect us. Even if someone you know is sick and you're struggling, just try to stay positive, man. It is not worth it going down that rabbit hole of negativity, okay? It's not. Just try your hardest. Be grateful for what you have. And thank your lucky stars that you live in America, where things are pretty good for the most part so far. So, reach out to me if you want. If not, it's fine. Not going to take it personally. Not going to assume anything. I hope you enjoyed the show. Might delete it. Might re-record it. Maybe. Maybe not. Just open your heart and keep it open. You walk outside, man, it's like a dystopia out there, right? It's an apocalyptic vibe. I went to the gas station, and this dude had a face mask on, obviously, pumping his gas. I did too. I had my mask on. I'm wearing that now. We both just looked at each other at the same time. And I was like, just kind of nodded, gave him the sort of typical white guy nod, like, whatever the fuck I did. And he was like, fuck, man, this sucks. And he just like looked at me, and like we had like a real moment for a second. We both looked at each other. He's like, man, this sucks. I'm just like so over this shit. Only his mouth was covered, so he's like, man, this sucks. I'm so over this shit. And I felt that frustration. It was like a human moment. I was like, you know what? You're fucking right, bro. Thank you for just like being a human and talking about it. So many of us are just too afraid. I love talking to strangers personally, naturally. Who would have guessed? Shocking! I love talking to strangers, and yeah, we can just walk through it in misery with our shoulders down, or we can walk with our head high and still say, hey, morning, neighbor. If you want, it's up to you. We had a mutual acknowledgement of the frustration that we both shared, and it's just like, yeah, this sucks, bro. Yeah, it does, bro. Didn't say bro that much time. Like, we did say bro a lot. Okay, it's California. We said bro a lot, okay? I felt his love emanating from his heart. He felt mine. That's why he said that. Okay, if I would have gave him like some low vibration, don't talk to me vibes when I looked at him, he wouldn't have said shit. But he felt my open heart, and he's like, fuck, man, this sucks. And I don't think he really cussed that much, but I cuss a lot. He's like, man, I'm just sick of this shit. Shook his head. I was like, you're right, man. You stay safe. You are right. We're going to get through this, and it's going to be historic, and we're going to be like, damn. And can you just imagine like the bars and the fucking clubs and just the public events that are going to fucking just be off the chain when this shit ends? It's going to be off the chain. People are going to be freaking out, turning up. So just look forward to that. Stay inside. Okay? Do I have anything else? was going to talk about some other selfish stuff. I don't really want to talk about that. I got 9 minutes before an hour. Hour doesn't really matter at this point because I'm already 51 minutes in, but I'll spare you guys. I'll do better next time. Always trying to do better. Love and be well.